G'day viewers, I got this old water meter here. This is an EMMCO water meter made by electricity meter manufacturing company. It's got 1492.74 kiloliters on it, so 1.4 meg. Gotta give it a bit of a clean. This flow rate goes this way, direction goes in there and comes out here. Very well made. MMBW, which means Melbourne Metropolitan Board of Works. Just going to give it a good clean. There's a little bit of crud in there, so I'm going to have to carefully open this thing up. There's no anti-tamper seals on this. Give it a good cleaning. Make sure it's all nice and good. It's been sitting unused for a long time, so I might have the motor inside the water wheel might have gotten stuck. So give it a carefully open up and give it a good clean and lubricate. This will be a nice one for the collection. I might even use this on a rainwater, which is used for town water or treated city water. So once I clean it all out, we've got the meter our rainwater with it. Yeah, give us a fair idea how much rainwater we consume. Let's give this thing, open it up and see what it's like inside. Now viewers, I was wrong. There's a different type of anti-tamper seals. They melt lead on top of there's two different screws in here, and they punch a slug of lead in there, and that seals the other two screws off, so you can't open it. Interesting. I was expecting the wire anti-tamper seal like most modern water meters I've seen have, similar to what an electricity meter is used. Yeah, so it must be probably like an Allen key or a grub screw bolt that's in there. So I've got to chop out the lead to get to it. Interesting how they sealed these. They press a slug of lead on top of those screws and they just press into the plastic here. It's actually a high quality plastic top on this water meter. So lead just presses in there as a seal, and that's it, and that seals those two screws off, one on each corner. You just screw into the lead with a screwdriver, because this is plastic. I wasn't going to use a soldering iron. Just kept going and went through till it went through. When I hit the screw head, then carefully clean the slot and round the screw backwards and forwards till it screwed itself out and pushed this seal out. So let's have a look inside. There's a plastic cover. Sits over a brass cover here. High quality stuff. You can do it a bit of a clean. There's a lot of mess coming off this, so I give this a bit of a clean before I go any further. It's all soldered in place. Very well made. Being made by EMMCO, it's actually Aussie made too. So EMMCO also made water meters and gas meters as well as electricity meters. I think EMMCO Petroleum Systems is the only part of the EMMCO conglomerate that I've, as far as I know, is still actually in business. So Landis and Guyer took over the EMMCO metering business. So let's see if I can get this carefully. There we are. Yeah, clean the mechanism out. And that sits on there. That should probably turn. Yeah, I've got some cleaning out to do here. A lot of crud to sort out through this. It's got a lot of anti, so it can't run backwards. There we are. Yeah, I've got to do some cleaning. I'll give this thing a bit of a clean out, but basically the water comes in that way, spins this thing here around. It's like a water wheel in there, pushes that around, it spins on that and that turns, which I think, that might be a magnet actually. Yeah, it's a permanent magnet. And the actual register in here is a separate unit, which is sealed off internally, so this is all a completely sealed unit. And that magnet spins around in there. There's a little steel ring. When that magnet turns, it registers on there, so it's quite an interesting design there. That's all been soldered shut, so you can't actually service it. Yeah, this does need a bit of a clean. I want to wash this under the tap and get all the crud out of it. Let's see if put it back together and see if it works. If you also just ran the tap through this, and this thing spun up like a beauty. It was a little bit stuck, but now it works quite well. So if I blow on this, very effective at low pressure. This would be a great low pressure water meter for our rainwater for its gravity fed. It's kind of like running well, I can't really pull this apart to show you, but it's like an impeller that makes a way around a spiral, I'm guessing. And that spins around, rocks around, and water shoots out here, fills this void here up, then goes out there. So I'll give this the O-ring's in good nick. There's no cracks or anything in it. Let's put this thing back together. That went on there, it's like a little bearing. That's set on there actually. And that set on there as a one-way valve. That's the right way up. And that went on this way. Let's reassemble it and see if it actually registers now. I'm going to blow on this and watch register advance. It's not really a good idea to run a water meter drive because the water acts as a lubrication, acts as a kind of a bearing and keeps everything cool. Yep, it advanced. There you go. I was going to originally hook up my Whistly squealer vacuum cleaner hose on there, have a Whistly squealing water meter, but I might do it, but not for very long at all. I won't do it for very long at all. I don't want to risk running the bloody running it too hot and melting the one-way valve and everything in there. So it's going to be a short run on a Whistly squealer. It's a pretty durable material in there anyhow, but I don't want to ruin it. Now I also run the vacuum cleaner through there so the flow rate's this direction. Put that on there. Fits beautifully. Zoom into that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't take the power on, did I? Helps. There we are. That's all I'm going to do. Didn't whistle and squeal as much as I thought it would do. Alright, I can clean it up cosmetically, and this can be I can put this in our rainwater. It'd be interesting to know how much rainwater we consume. Alright viewers, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.